one. Gold trunks for Luis Hernandez, black and white trunks for Bobby Taylor. And yes, it is Luis, not Luis Hernandez. That is not my Kansas accent.
And Bobby's doing exactly what he wants to. He's standing right in front. He's mirroring his hips. He's not following him. He's mirroring those hips, so he cannot let his opponent get away from him.
Not an active clinch. That's the reason for the break by Wayne Spinola. The refereeing is just outstanding consistently in bare knuckle with Spinola, Clancy, and Mergliotta. 3 of the best across all combat sports.
I think Luis is finding out pretty quick this isn't boxing. He's got to be careful because when Bobby closes the distance, it can be a totally different game.
Missing slightly with that rear right uppercut, Bobby Taylor, but you see the peril Hernandez was in, lowering his chin on the inside.
Good jab by Hernandez.
Taylor, the walk down pressure to the inside. Hernandez circling out, now waving Taylor forward. 1 minute remaining, round number 1.
You can tell oh, big right hand. You can tell how comfortable Hernandez is out there.
Hernandez is definitely a slick mover. He's 25 years old, Taylor 42 years old, but age aside, just 2 different styles, 2 different philosophies.
You can tell how Hernandez is so comfortable having those hands down low, very dangerous in bare knuckle.
Taylor, a mouse under his left eye, and that's about to pop. See the head movement of Luis Hernandez. If you knew nothing about him, you just started watching this fight, you would say, yeah, that kid in the gold trunks, he's definitely a boxer. You see the movement, look at the slip. Taylor, though, stepping in, and that is a slip on the ground. Spinola telling Taylor to get up, we fight on. 15 seconds.
Bobby Taylor landed a couple really good punches right there. I think he earned his respect a little bit.
Taylor single-mindedly trying to get to the inside. He knows he cannot win this fight from the outside. He told us that very clear-eyed in his fighter meeting. We are through round number 1. We'll see if Hernandez angles off.
Sheena did a good
step forward.
Sheena did a good job of stopping that cut.
Sheena Starr is phenomenal. Flick jab by Bobby Taylor. Again, you can see him trying to find his way to the inside.
I'd like to see him double that jab up. That's where he wants to be. Use that tie plum.
Good push off. That was smart from Hernandez. Back to the center of the ring. This is the space, Chris, that Hernandez told us he wanted.
That's what he needs. That's why I'd like to see Taylor double jabbing his way in, then throwing the overhand right.
Right down the bridge of the nose of Luis Hernandez. It may be the blood of Bobby Taylor.
I don't think it is. See, right now, he's working the body right there. Good job.
Good left hand. Taylor landed that left. And look at that. Yes, that is Hernandez. He's split on the bridge of his nose. It's not Taylor's blood on his face. So both fighters cut here in round 2. Good sequence from Taylor. Landing big shots to the inside.
And right now, you'd like to see Luis get on his bike right now. He's got to start moving a little bit. He's got to start popping that jab. He's got to make Bobby Taylor pay every time he tries to close that distance.
Short overhand right. It was on the ear. That was legal from Bobby Taylor. Now 40 seconds remaining, round number 2.
Bobby Taylor's face is starting to look like a mess over there. I think 2 cuts now.
Good sneaky left hand by Hernandez getting through. Hernandez fighting on his bike off of his back foot. Swing and a miss with the left hand from Taylor, but still the aggressor. There's a parry. You see the slap away of that extended left hand of Hernandez. Smart from Taylor. Sequence again to the inside.
I like when Bobby continues to work his way inside by throwing punches, but I'd like to see him more straight punches, a couple straight jabs, and then throw the big punches after he gets in a little bit.
Final seconds, round number 2, Luis Hernandez versus Bobby Taylor. And for the first time tonight, we will see round number 3.
He continues to get caught with big punches as he gets brushed in on.
Round number 3. Relatively muted start from both men off of the scratch line. There's the aggression from Bobby Taylor. Now this is exactly the fight that he wants. Big uppercut!
Needs to keep it inside. Exactly his game plan to be to keep it inside. Luis cannot get caught in a gunfight right there. He needs a jab move, Get ready to hit that 2. There it is with that left hand.
Check left hook from Bobby Taylor. Very effective punch. 90 seconds remaining, round number 3.
And Bobby Taylor's in straight stalker mode right now.
Hernandez tying up. No attempt whatsoever to fight from the clinch for Luis Hernandez. He just wanted Spinola to separate them, and indeed he did.
He's getting blood in his eye right now. He's not comfortable with it at all.
And you see just no work in the clinch, no throwing of punches from Hernandez.
Well, that's what we talked about earlier. He come in here like this as a boxing match. This is not. This is a brawl right now.
Bare knuckle is not boxing, it's not MMA, it's its own unique combat sport, which has evolved very quickly since we began in the modern era with BKFC 1, June 2nd, 2018. Good left hand from Bobby Taylor. They were having a very strong round. But that eye is troubling for Taylor. Again, you see the cut under the left, over the left eye. Straight right hand, good left hand. That's troubling for Hernandez.
Hernandez just looks like he does not know how to deal with this pressure right now. He doesn't know how to deal with the clinch. He's trying to do his boxing, but it's not working.
25 seconds remaining, round 3. Taylor at 5'8" to Hernandez is 5'11", but he's dipping his front shoulder. He's making himself smaller, Chris, on purpose to get to the inside.
Hernandez is not able to fire those counters like he was earlier. That's where he was doing so much damage when that counter right hand. He's not throwing it anymore.
Right hand just misses from Bobby Taylor. Still stalking Luis Hernandez. And here comes round 4. From the scratch line, round number 4. Hernandez trying to establish the jab. Taylor, to the surprise of no one, including Hernandez, back to the inside.
And Hernandez's corner was telling him he's got to be active when he's in the middle. He's got to make sure that Bobby Taylor doesn't push him backwards. And the only way to do that is by being active out here. That movement is a good key right there. Moving as you're sticking.
Good left hand to the body. Rear uppercut just misses from Taylor.
Taylor's got that great stalking pressure. He's able to cut off the ring just by getting in front of the guy, mirroring his hips. Hernandez,
you see, just sticking out the jab, range-findering the jab. So effective in boxing. We really haven't seen it that effective thus far in bare knuckle. Good inside pressure from Taylor.
He was literally chasing him across the ring right there.
Hernandez has definitely switched up his stance. Sticking out the left hand, loading up the right hand. Was not dipping his shoulder, Chris, in rounds 1 and 2 like he is here in rounds 3 and 4. Good right hand. Difficult angle from Taylor, and he landed.
Hernandez with his hands very low right now. He has a lot of belief in his ability to counterpunch. He needs to do more of that if he's going to win this fight.
There's that rear right uppercut again from Bobby Taylor. Taylor told us, I've got to get under the jab of Hernandez, keep moving forward, smartly close the distance. Good body shot by Hernandez. It's his most significant punch of round 4. But back to the inside comes Bobby Taylor. Quick separation, now 10 seconds remaining, round number 4. Bouncing the step of Luis Hernandez, very much off of his back foot. Taylor on the inside, and we are headed to the 5th and final round. Maximum of 2 minutes remaining, 5th and final round. Chris, go back to what Luis Hernandez told us in our fighter meeting with him. He said, I'm willing to take risks in boxing. I don't know that I'm willing to do that in bare knuckle. This might be the stage of the fight where he has to take some risks now.
If he wants to win this fight, I think this might be tied at 2. Oh, and there he's coming with that big right hand again, what he hasn't done for the last 2 rounds.
Get a reminder, download the all-new BKFC TV app right now. Good right hand from Taylor.
Good comeback, too, by Hernandez. That was a great flurry right there. That's what both guys need.
Limited risk and high reward for Luis Hernandez, who was a slick turn and letting the hands go. Back to the center of the ring. There's that rear right uppercut. That's been a really effective punch for Taylor. Both men cut, both men bleeding. Both men have definitely had their moments.
I think you can tell the mistake that Hernandez made by not treating this like a bare knuckle fight and treating it like a boxing match. On the inside, on the clinch, he's getting torn up.
Big uppercuts. Taylor again to the inside, the spin out, the separation. Taylor keeps pawing at the cut on the bridge of his nose that opened in round 2. There's the step in right hand by Bobby Taylor. 40 seconds remaining, 5th and final round.
Oh, big right hand.
Hands very low, though, for Luis Hernandez. Think about his striking guard in rounds 1 and 2. Down the stretch we come. fighters bloodied, battered, seemingly tired, but still looking for more significant shots. Right to the body from Taylor. Hernandez circling out, pulling it back to the center of the ring.
Seems like Hernandez is just happy to not get hit anymore and not even really looking to engage to throw punches. He just wants to make sure he doesn't take any more damage this fight.
Hernandez angling out, right hand, top of the head. More big shots from Bobby Taylor. Looking to close strong, and he does. 5 rounds up, 5 rounds down. Next stop, the tallying of the 3 Mississippi judges' scorecards.
Man, that was a good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these 2 warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges send into the ring a split decision. Scott Michael scores the fight 49-46 in favor of Taylor. Bill Clancy sees the fight 48-47 in favor of Hernandez. And J.D. Dees scores the bout 48-47 to the winner by split decision, Bobby